One of our athletes came in the other day. She's a very high performing soccer athlete. She plays at a very high level. Anyway, she wanted to keep her legs fresh because she had a soccer match coming up in about a day or two, and she wanted to know what she could do to make sure that she can still get a workout in and lift, but make sure that her legs are fresh so they can save them for the game that she's going to play. So again, we're going to cover 3 quick guidelines for you guys here and how to modify your in-season training as an athlete to not only maintain but possibly increase your strength. Alright, I sound all stuffy and goofy. That's because it is sinus season, so you guys can bear with me. Our 3 guidelines for training in-season athletes. Okay, so first thing we want to do, guys, is we really want to focus on concentric only lifts. So again, what we can do is we want to eliminate like the eccentric loading, because that's where a lot of muscle damage occurs, kind of like the lowering phase. So if you're in a squat going down, that creates a lot of muscle damage, just kind of tearing apart while you're under tension, okay? So it creates a lot of muscle damage. So again, if we want to subscribe to that look good, feel good, play good type mentality, then we can limit our exposure to that eccentric stress, okay? So basically, do concentric only lifts. So what does that look like? So what you can do is, again, basically start from the bottom of the squat. Again, we'll stick with the squat example. So if you guys just start from the bottom of the squat, get underneath the weight, and then obviously still explode it up. Now, since you're starting from the bottom and exploding up, it's gonna take a lot of the stress or work from you guys having to go into the lowering phase. So you still obviously wanna lower the bar down to where you started, but again, it takes out that stress shortening cycle where a lot of muscle damage occurs. Just because we're starting from the bottom does not mean that we go light. We still want to keep the intensity relatively high, so I'd still shoot for shooting around 80% of your max. So again, you still want to train with intensity and keep the weight high, but again, focus on the concentric only lifts for tip number 1. Secondly, we want to keep our training volume low on our major lifts. So again, what that simply means, guys, is if we take our sets, we times it by our reps equals our training volume. So let's say we did 5 sets of 5 in the off season. That's a lot of training volume, that's 25. So let's do more of sets of like 2, maybe 2 to 3 sets max of 2 to 4 reps. So therefore, that pretty much cuts that intensity in half. Okay, so we want to keep our training volume low. Again, 2 to 3 sets, maybe 2 to 4 reps, but again, still keeping that loading relatively high, around the 80% range, so that way you can still get the overload principle, so you guys are still building some strength. All right, our third and final thing that we really want to drive home to you guys and keep your strength gains in season and also stay fresh so you can perform well for your game is that you want to keep your exercises the same. We do not want to rotate or introduce new exercises pretty much in the in-season at all, okay? So here's why. So let's say you've been doing like a 4-week cycle of bench press or dumbbell bench press as an example, okay? So for this new phase, I would stick with dumbbell bench press. So again, maybe add a pause. So what I would not do is add a new exercise. So let's say you wanted to switch to barbell bench presses, okay? I would not do that because typically when you introduce a new exercise, even if you've done it before, there's kind of an adaptive stiffness period, so where it's a new stimulus to your muscles, again, just because it hasn't seen it in a while. So therefore, it's going to cause a lot of soreness. So again, if you prescribe to that look good, feel good, perform good mentality, so try to avoid adding new exercises or switching it up when you're training in season, again, if you want to stay fresh. So again, those are 3 key variables that you guys can use during your in-season training. So again, to keep your strength gains going up, also training intelligently so you can perform at a high level and keep it all going. So now if anything we share with you is useful, make sure you hit that like button for us, subscribe to our channel, guys, and also grab your free 4-week workout. Again, it is down in the link below or at the end here somewhere. Again, Josh from Athletic Preparation. Appreciate you checking us out. Catch you next time.